Ag's language that Senator Holmes talked to put in there to close that loophole.
Yeah, that's SB 1230. There was supposed to be a hearing on the 16th and it got canceled. I don't think there's been any other updates since. So, yeah. Any questions?
Oh, any update on the groundbreaking?
So far it's still for March, but I don't know. We keep talking about having a walkthrough meeting. I think
Yeah,
Tim
we've
is
got
trying
to, I
put
think
that
we've got to
through.
sit down as a team and figure out, are we ready for that groundbreaking bid? I mean, we're still tentatively March, end of March, kind of what we're thinking.
Remember my idea to order shovels, special shovels, so that they can be auctioned off at some
Yeah.
later date for
Oh,
a
great
fundraising
idea.
effort.
So I took that idea and I also thought about
The hard hats.
the hard
Yeah.
hats. And then we talked about paw prints maybe on the hard hats.
Wonderful.
So I just ordered a hard hat the other day. So
Good.
I ordered
You're gonna need
one.
1, 2, 3.
Well, I was
Yeah.
trying to think of also something special I could do for our very large donor
Mm.
that is funding, you know, almost half the project. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, we're thinking of something fun like that. But yeah, we're still doing a lot of planning. So, yeah.
Just remember the fundraising opportunities.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Because when is the Friends are doing a gala right, coming up?
They are planning a gala. It looks like they're planning to do something in the fall.
There you go, you got your auction.
So who's doing the gala?
DuPage Animal Friends is our 501c3 partner that does our fundraising for the department.
Was the last one at casino night?
It was in 2016. Mhm.
They haven't had one. It seems
Wow.
like so long.
I know, yeah.
We all have to go to that. That'll be fun.
It was a fun night.
Fun is good these days.
Can we bring our pets?
So they are working on a plan to maybe have some animals, like in like a little VIP area on this patio that's right outside one of the venues that they're looking at. So yeah, I'd love to include some animals.
Any unusual animals brought in lately?
Like,
Um,
did you see the post yesterday, the fluff ball? I'm
Oh,
looking.
I
No, I did
can't,
not see that.
if you log
Yeah,
in
yeah.
at 10, it'll be posted what it
Okay.
is.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on.
mystery animal. No insider information here.
That's all you see is this ball of fluff.
It reminds me of like, you can buy purses that have like the palm hanging
Yeah.
off of it. Reminds me of the palm purse. Somebody had the Star Trek reference for
The
Tribbles.
trouble with tribbles.
Yes.
The trouble with tribbles, I
thought
remember
that was
that.
funny,
Remember
yeah.
the tribbles?
I know, but I'm trying to
Yeah.
think of what this would
Multiply,
be.
multiply.
I know, I have no clue.
10 o'clock today, yeah. No, nothing too out of the ordinary. We continue to have a lot of large breed, just kind of long stay dogs that don't like other dogs.
Aggressive.
And it's challenging. Yeah, you saw that. I mean, it can be, and it's usually fear-based aggression. You know, we did a tour the other day and we've got one dog that was in the kennels, and just a quick look at him, he starts hard barking, he cowers back in the back of the kennel, but it's a large dog and you've got to be cautious and safe. And we had a almost 100-pound cane corso that we were hoping to place and didn't have a lot of interest in her, and she has not been able to be successfully introduced to other dogs at the shelter. And she was also part of a court case. There was just a lot of visibility on her, and our hope is to find positive placement for these animals, but I think it's just challenging to find that right home that can manage a 100-pound dog that is reactive to other dogs. And as a department that, you know, and Dr. Hannick sees firsthand with her dangerous dog meetings, like how devastating it can be to have a dog that's reactive, that kills another dog, seriously injures another dog, or hurts a person in the course of trying to break up two dogs. We want to be placing these animals safely. You know, I'm personally fostering a dog that is highly reactive, and it's tough for me to even walk him around my block, right? So then what do you do with these dogs, you know?
Right.
So those are the challenges we're always working towards, but we talk about it a lot. We try to help the community understand the challenges we have with placing these animals, which means we get beat up a little bit, but we're willing to take it if it means trying to safely place the animals.
Is there any specific training that you can give these animals?
So they are part of, usually they're part of what's called our Underdog to Wonder Dog program, which comes with training sessions,
Right.
the appropriate harnesses and collars and
right.
leashes and everything. And that is funded also by DuPage Animal Friends. So they help fund all these training sessions and supplies, and we usually make them a foster to adopt scenario. And we don't let them actually adopt until they've gotten through some of the training sessions. That was a change we made when we realized some people would adopt and then they blow off the training sessions. We're like, no, this is there for a reason. It's to
Right.
help set you on this path up for success.
Where
And
are we on the train?
so Pet Harmony is still.
We never did find a location. Did we?
No, and actually a lot of the training has gone virtual now since the pandemic. A lot of these dog trainers have found like, I know what the behavior is. I don't need to see it. So much of this is about training the people to understand what needs to happen to help that dog be successful.
There's one
So
of the
they're a lot
best
virtual.
trainers in DuPage County. His name is Butch Navarro. He's out of Villa Park. And they call him the dog whisperer. I don't know if he would be willing to, do some services or something, and even donate some services, but he's
Yeah,
the best.
Yeah, as long
And
as,
he trains out of a big garage, so you can go anytime, summer or winter. And he's amazing. And he takes real aggressive dogs and pit bulls and everything. And yes, it is about the training the handler, but it's also, boy, does he handle those dogs, and they totally listen to
I
him.
had an aggressive Yorkie, so it's.
You know how it is.
She was drugged up and on training, so, and behavior management.
Is that
so.
underdog, is that the orange paw? Or do we still?
No, that's separate. We do still
We
have
still do
Orange
that.
Paw volunteers that come work with some of our
Where are we
dogs.
doing that in the winter?
We're just doing it in the building. It didn't really work out to head over to the fairgrounds to do that. So we're just biding our time until the new building is
What is orange?
is ready.
We would have a trainer, like
Yeah.
Cindy just said, that would, and we used to use the old youth center, at the gymnasium there, and they'd have a trainer out there. And then volunteers would pick up maybe 10 or 12 dogs from the shelter one night and go out there, and that trainer would work with all the volunteers and the dogs.
Oh.
And they'd make dogs turn around, face the wall, and have somebody walk down there, but we lost that facility. Things closed down, so we're
Will
trying
there be
to.
a room for that in the new building?
Yeah, we have a really large multi-purpose space that can be used for some of that. And we welcome, connections with new trainers as long as they're using fear-free, positive, reward-based training techniques. We feel strongly against not using shock collars and
Oh,
prong
no,
collars
no,
or
no,
any
no.
of the fear-based stuff that
No,
we
he
see,
does
or
not
even
like any of that stuff.
mixed.
So
techniques.
spring, summer, fall, they do it outside.
Oh, okay.
Outside, so it's just the winter time, they can't.
Okay.
So we were looking all over. But how many volunteers do we have in that program?
So Orange Paw is probably 8 to 10 volunteers. The STAR program, which is the stuff right below that, is what Carrie, our canine coordinator, has been building up, and she usually onboards about 3 to 6 per year of new. It's a pretty rigorous program. They go through training wise to work with the dogs, and then you have to be a STAR volunteer for a certain period of time before you can then test up to Orange Paw. So sometimes we'll have a volunteer join us that already has a dog training background, and they might get fast tracked up. But
Question, have you ever looked into students that are in pre-vet programs to volunteer and help out in many ways, not just the vet, but the training too?
so our closest vet programs are at U of I.
Oh, it's all the way down.
So we don't always have that easy access, but we do tend to see a lot of those students come through our summer internship opportunities
Okay.
that we have just posted some last week. HR
It's
helped
so
us put that
competitive to get
together.
into vet school,
Yeah.
I'm sure these kids would like practical experience to build up their resume, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's another program besides Benny down there, right? Because isn't that where a lot of those people came from? Like,
Yeah, you don't have to necessarily be on a vet track.
but don't they have an animal program
Yeah.
down there? Because isn't that where like
They're animal sciences.
Christy and
Danielle.
Danielle and
Yeah.
Kiara,
Yeah.
we're all from that program.
Yeah, we've had quite a few employees come
Wonderful.
from the U of I animal sciences program.
You don't ever get calls about equine issues, do you?
Sometimes we do, yeah. Well, every once in a while we'll get a complaint that's an unincorporated DuPage.
Well, my shift leader at Daneta Shareboards of Frisian at Trillium Farms. And apparently he thinks he's a stallion again. He jumped a 6-foot fence. He crashed like a
Oh, no.
4-year-old birthday party.
Oh, no.
Jumped a Tesla. I mean, it was crazy. And we were like, oh my God, Fido.
Sounds like an awesome birthday party.
Right. Nobody got
My
hurt.
4-year-old's gonna remember that.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, so we actually had a call not too long ago for an at-large horse, but it was actually near, what's the farm in Bartlett?
Oh, Kingsway.
Yeah, it was out there, and we were like, does it belong there? Like, did it just jump over a
Yeah.
fence? But they said it wasn't their horse.
Oh.
And then I think somebody came and was gonna tie it up and try to find, usually the owners aren't far behind, if there's.
Yeah, I don't know what
a
happened.
horse
with
out,
this
so.
one.
Or we'll get some welfare concerns and then we'll go out and just take a look. Officer Anderson, Madeline Anderson in our department went through her humane investigator training and she also tested for the equine one too, so. Yeah.
Any old business? New business?
I just wanted to say thank you and a new business to Laura. Member Galassi and I did a tour of the facilities last week and it was fantastic.
It's crazy how what
Very
they do in
small.
that little
We got
space.
full of cute little dogs. And then there was the one dog that Carrie was feeding that was so thin, they had to have a blanket over it. It was just bones, skin and bones. So thank you for all your good work.
Yeah.
It was really wonderful to see the whole facility and kind of experience what's going on.
And realize why we need a new facility.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, without objection, we are adjourned.